Welcome to the fish tank.
Hey everybody, Fishman here. Welcome to a bonus video this week. A few weeks ago, if you watched the videos back then, I was supposed to go and do a run over to Angelo of Angelo's fish tanks and check out his fish room and also pick up some fish from him, because if you remember from way back, well, October-ish last year, I went down to the border to pick up some fish from Michael's fish room, and Angelo at that time had wanted to do the same thing, so I went down and picked up his order as well. And in his big heart, he also gave me some fish from his fish room. And they're like, no charge, just say here, thank you, as a thank you, I guess, for doing that for him. And I take care of a lot of aquariums, and what I need is lots of different types of fish and whatnot, and you can't breed them all yourself. So it was great. I quarantined his fish, I put them out in fish tanks, they're all doing really well, they're of high quality. So I figured what I needed to do is I needed to go back, and I wanted to buy some fish off him. And then, remember that little story I told you about a stomach bug I had? I won't I won't go through it again. You can go back and watch that video if you like. So anyway, I had to postpone because I didn't want to expose his wife to that kind of well, I didn't want to expose him either, but she's currently pregnant, so that would just be bad. So anyway, a couple weeks went by, I was all better. Like I made sure I wasn't carrying anything. So I popped over last week and I picked up these fish, which is some really nice Kribensis, Mickey Mouse platies, and a pair of Colombian tetras. That's it. I managed to spit it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep a pair of Kribensis to breed. The rest are going to go to clients. The Mickey Mouse platies I will quarantine for a little bit, and then I will put out to clients' tanks. I'll probably keep a few, like a breeding group of them back as well. But also I want to, a lot of my tanks I have Colombian tetras in currently, and I want to pull some from those tanks and mix them with the pair I got off of him. And I'm going to start breeding those as well, just to round out a few things that I have for clients to, well, for their aquariums. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to drip these. I won't go through the process of that. It just takes a little while. I acclimate them fairly slowly, mostly because I don't like to shock them, and even though we're both relatively from the same water source, it's just not a good idea. So anyway, I'm going to drip acclimate these, and then I'll show you what they look like. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I am going to also show you a couple of future projects that I have in mind. If you remember from springtime in the fish room, I was showing you a breeding group of Johanna that I had that I thought were doing really quite well. Well, they haven't stopped breeding. I currently have 4 tanks with about 6 batches each in them. And I need to get those into a big grow tank, or they're just not going to grow to their full size. So that is the plan. What I'm going to do here is, this is a bit of a water sprite that I got off Angelo. It grows like a weed for him. I tend to find that lots of things like to eat it, so hopefully I can get it growing at least one of my aquariums. And these are his platies, and I'm sure you're going to agree that they are in lovely shape. Sorry the water's a little cloudy here, but I've started that reno I was talking about. And I had to move this filter, which was from the quick fix for leaky filters. It's been running a year now, hasn't leaked at all, but I wanted to keep it going just because, longevity. And this is the Pothos from the Pothos, the planter thing I did a few weeks back. It is growing crazy. I'm probably going to have to cut this back and replant it again because it is getting in the way. And I can't just wrap it around on top because I need to lift these lids, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do. And if you look over to the left there, there's an arrow coming, there it is. That's hornwort, believe it or not. And I put it in a bunch of these tanks. You can see it growing well here with the angels. But apparently serums like to eat that stuff. I was actually quite surprised. So live and learn. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to probably have to cut this back, and maybe when I build the second planter for the tank to the right, I will drop some back in there, and then we'll just see how that all goes. So anyway, like I said, that 7-foot tank I need to prune back because it is massively overgrown with hornwort. Oh, and here are the Kribensis. Unfortunately, they're still really shy, but I did get one female to come out a little bit while I was filming, and very lovely fish, and I'm looking forward to getting some spawns off these guys, and also I'm going to put at least one pair in another aquarium so some kids at a daycare can get to see parents taking care of babies. So here is the tank that I was growing all those plants out in, and you can see it is just swamped with hornwort and a bunch of other stuff. And that is the second filter for the leak fix. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it on this tank because it has a bit of Christmas cactus there that I want to leave near the light. And so there's some Pothos there as well. So I hooked this back up the system, I put a pump on it, it's now filling the tank, and I spent, probably a good hour or so pulling hornwort out of it, and just so I can get it flowing properly. And I still think I got another full bucket of hornwort I'm going to have to yank out of here before I can put the Johanni over. Then I'm going to dump them in here, and that'll free up those tanks so I can do those other breeding things with the Colombian tetras and the Kribensis, and also I have some multis shell-dwelling multis that I want to breed, so they needed their own space as well. And because of all that dirt I moved around, I had to clean the white poly for this filter. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and as I said at the end here, I have one other project I want to show you. This is the back end of my fish room. This is where I grow a lot of my foods for feeding the babies and stuff. I'm going to be tearing most of this down, at least 6 feet of it, and I'm going to be putting up a new rack here, and it's going to be a different style of system, and that's my next project that's coming up, and I will hopefully be able to start that soon. Anyway, again, thanks very much for watching. If you like this style of video, please like and/or subscribe, and I will see you soon. This project, I've already ordered the aluminum for it, so hopefully in the next few weeks I will start doing videos for this as well. And again, thanks very much for watching. Bye for now.